This is Martin Moodie at Hong Kong International Airport for the Moodie Davitt Report. And I'm outside, as you can see, the Beauty and You store, the main store, run by Korean travel retailer, the Schiller Duty Free. This store's been closed for much of the pandemic, and it's been a very sad sight indeed. You'll see the sign there, yes, we are open. That refers to the shop near Gate 35, far in the distance, which has been trading now for quite some time. But to see this much bigger store with a much more extensive offer open is very, very good news indeed. And it's not the only bit of good news here at Hong Kong. As I travel through on my way to Singapore, there are signs of life everywhere. Look at that great digital installation from JC Deco, beautifully deployed by Duty Zero by CDF. Very impactful, isn't it? Let's just take a wander over to this side of the commercial zone. There are lots of stores here at the airport today that are shut, but with their lights on. And that's important because those lights on means there's a lot of activity, quite frantic activity, in fact, going on in anticipation of a bunch of store reopenings. Really good news. So there's Tory Burch. That's going to open very soon. A lot of the luxury stores, in fact, are going to open or reopen on November 1. Open in the case of the Louis Vuitton duplex, for example. That's a new addition to this airport that is laid in its beautiful cladding through much of the pandemic like a stranded white swan. And that's about to open, and it's going to be a magical moment when it does on November 1. But take a look at this. From the same company, of course, as Louis Vuitton, from the luxury powerhouse LVMH. Here's the Hennessy boutique. Now, I was here at the opening of this fabulous boutique a few years back, pre-pandemic, and it's been so very sad to see it shuttered and gloomy during the dark days of the crisis. Well, it's not looking so gloomy now, is it? You can see the digital screens now, these beautiful digital activations, all up and running again, shining the light on this great cognac brand. And this boutique is set to open in coming days in line with the balance, if you like, of the Duty Zero by CDF wine and spirits store, which has been shuttered off. If I just go forward, you'll see what I mean. Those familiar with this airport will know you can walk through to a very extensive wines and spirits offer there. This main store is trading, but only partially so. This has been open now for some time, I'm glad to say. This section of the Duty Zero by CDF store. We'll just take a peek inside and close out and see if we can see a little bit or maybe a lot of shopping going on. Some of the great brands of the world well represented here. The temporary look will all change in coming days as passenger numbers continue to climb and more areas are opened up. Some significant tobacco purchasing going on there, as you can see. Every sale should be applauded. It is so good to see customers back in the stores and shopping. This is what travel retail is all about. And it's been a very sad sight to see Hong Kong International Airport in the state it's been for the last 2 years and many months due to the travel constraints, quarantine restrictions in the special administrative region. But that's all changing. Passenger numbers, though still modest, are climbing fast. Hong Kongers are making up for lost time with a lot of outbound travel. And we'll just close out here by showing that they're making up for lost time with quite a lot of shopping as well. So you can see at the point of sale there, customers purchasing, showing their boarding cards. Great to see, isn't it? I love these sights. This airport, this great airport, has been in the doldrums for far too long. Better days are not only coming, I would say, they are already here. This is Martin Moodie signing off from Hong Kong International Airport for the Moodie Davitt Report.